On and Emily Finn crunching the numbers. Emily.
Well, Natasha, we are 8 days out from the first in the nation Iowa caucus. The top candidates in the polls crisscrossing the state this weekend, selling their message and brand to Iowa voters. But just how influential is winning the Iowa caucus to securing the party's nomination? And what are Iowans saying about the 2024 Republican hopefuls? Take a look.
The narrowed down field of Republican presidential candidates are making their last-minute efforts to appeal to voters in Iowa, with former President Trump still far ahead in the polls.
Well, I think it's his personality. He really wants to do what's best for America.
But just how often does a win in Iowa lead to becoming the party's nominee? Historically, it's not as often as you might think. In fact, the last Republican primary winner in Iowa to make it to the White House was back in 2000, when George W. Bush won the Hawkeye state before winning in November. In 2016, Texas Senator Ted Cruz won in Iowa, before President Trump shocked the nation and won the general election. Ahead of the caucus, the last Republican primary debate is on Wednesday, but Trump has said no thanks to participating, just like he has with every debate so far. Instead, he's speaking with voters at a televised town hall in Des Moines at the same time as the debate, and is relying on conservatives like Sarah Sanders, Mike Huckabee, Roseanne Barr, and Ben Carson to campaign on his behalf throughout the week, an effort to increase turnout from voters, before hosting 4 rallies over the weekend leading up to the caucuses.
We will fight for America like no one has ever fought before. 2024 is our final battle.
With Trump opting out of Wednesday's debate, Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis will take center stage. Haley's team is giving her time to prepare for both the upcoming debate and another town hall on women's issues. And DeSantis will also be participating in a similar women's-focused town hall. But with a stop in his home state of Florida midweek, DeSantis will be hosting a series of campaign events back in Iowa before the weekend.
Well, the battle right now in Iowa is for second place. I think anybody who looks at numbers would agree with you.
Entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy has a busy campaign schedule ahead in Iowa, with 5 campaign events on Monday, 7 on Tuesday, and 3 on Wednesday. Like Trump, Ramaswamy is looking to take eyeballs away from the midweek debate as well, hosting his own town hall with podcast host Tim Pool as he continues to struggle in the polls, a measurement Iowa residents tell us they simply do not trust.
I don't believe the polls are accurate at all. I don't think they're really relating to the people that will go to the polls and caucus in January.
So right now, former President Trump has a comfortable 34-point lead in the polls in Iowa, but anything could happen in the final week before the caucuses. And with New Hampshire and South Carolina's primary shortly after, if history means anything, it's still fair game to see who will ultimately get the nomination, Natasha.
Okay, Emily Finn, thank you for that.